Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Thanks for joining the live chat. Can you hear me, viewers? Can you hear me, viewers? I was checking my microphone. That is, I'm asking if you can hear me or not. Thank you for confirming, Beatam. Let me welcome the participants. Then, two important important pieces of information for you. And I have a roundup of what happened today. Uh, Tall claims by Fano, by pro-Fano sources. But what did happen? But what was the situation on the ground? Abebaw Fantao, a few minutes ago, clarified a few things in an interview. So all that in this live chat. Let me welcome the participants first. Beatam joined. Bill Beatam is the first viewer who commented. Welcome, Beatam. Second one is a name in Amharic or Tigrania. He says, hello from Kerala. Kerala? One Kerala is in India, I think. Alex T joined. Welcome. I remember Alex T was a regular viewer of my views and news. Then Alex T disappeared. Now he is back. How are you, Alex T? Am I right? Beatam is asking a question about Manjurino. We have Ahmad Muhammad says, Hi Sajid, thank you for updating us. It's my job, my responsibility, Ahmad. Rock of Liberty says, Mr. Sajid, I always missed your live chat because of my work shift. Good to see you today. Warm welcome to you. Special welcome. Thank you for joining. Enoch here. Shalomo Barehon joined. Welcome, Shalomo. Aptamo Ndwalam Simon Tisfai saying good afternoon. Where he is, there it's afternoon. Where I am based, it's midnight here. Haley Estifa joined. Dejas Mark joined too. Fair joined as well. Welcome, Fair. We have T and O. Emmanuel PVT joined. Hassan Kadir, Dark Star, Said Gitahun. Wisdom Seeker says you have grown to be the most credible media. Thank you, Wisdom Seeker. It all happened because of the trust you people have in me. Ethiopian says like, argue. Abe the legend, Mike Jones. Mike Jones is saying it's 12:30 afternoon where he is based. I think it's 12:30 a.m. where I am based. Dane Akovic. Dane says, I wrote about Janel Ziudu 3 weeks ago on the comment side. She's TPF. Well, I know Dane, but we should wait for confirmation from the horse's mouth. Did she ever appear with TPF? Did she ever issue a statement or publish a video? I am waiting for that. I know that she is not in Tigray. She's been in Addis for some time. I know that. But you know how I work. I always wait for confirmation. It's good. Beatam says, Sajid, how is the criticism treating you from PP supporters? I don't worry about criticism. I know that both sides will criticize me now because I am ensuring fair, neutral coverage of this Fano's offensive in Wallo. No matter how fierce the criticism is, I will ensure that coverage is neutral. I think my today's videos are a proof that today's coverage was very responsible, very balanced. And Abebaw Tadesse a few minutes ago confirmed my reports, which I did today. I'll explain that a little later. Michael joined, Aman Z here, Rofile joined to welcome Rofile, Oshin Garane here. Welcome, Koshin. Let's start, viewers. Firstly, some announcements by Fano spokesperson, some clarifications, very important. I'll explain that. Secondly, Abebaw Tadesse indirectly confirmed the losses being suffered by the Ethiopian military in Wollo. But before the news stories from Tigray, a quick look at what is happening in Bala. Raya Bala, where two Tigrayan commanders clashed. Fighters under their command clashed. Several have been injured in this incident, reportedly. I would request you viewers to let me speak for around 10 minutes. Hailu, RFN joined to welcome Hailu. I would request you to let me speak for around 10 minutes. I'll explain what is happening in Raya Bala. I'll explain the situation in Amhara, new announcement by Fano, Abebaw Tadesse's admission, all that I'll explain in just 10 minutes. And then you can question me, you can disagree or agree with me. Brian Ipsa joined too. Brian is a member too. So we have two members in tonight's live chat, Brian and Volder and Rafael. You can be a member by clicking the link given on the channel. You cannot be a member if you are in Ethiopia, but if you are outside Ethiopia, you can be a member. Let's start, viewers. So, firstly, Raya Bala, where Army 24 and Army 43 of Tigray military clashed a few hours ago. Uh, yes, clash was a deadly clash, reportedly. It was a clash between two commanders. They used fighters against each other. It happened in Raya Bala. So far, Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau, Tigray Peace and Security Bureau are silent. They have not said a word about the situation in Raya Bala. But several fighters on the two sides were injured in this clash. The incident is being confirmed. The actual reason behind the incident is unclear. We'll have to find out what happened there. But more than one sources are confirming that two Tigray military commanders clashed in Raya Bala. It basically shows that Tigray military is losing the unity which it had. This incident, it's a confirmation of the internal challenges in TDF. TDF perhaps is not as united today as it was 2 years ago or as it was during Tigray war. TPF has split, and some Tigray military officers, they're part of TDF, but they're not happy with the alliance between TPLF and Tigray military. And some Tigray military commanders are extremely loyal to TPLF. That is why today's TDF is not as united as it was 2 years ago. That is why we are seeing internal challenges in Tigray Defense Force. I think that this incident is related to intra organization issues in Tigray Defense Force. Hopefully, we'll get full picture and share it with you in coming hours. Now, Amhara region viewers. I did 3 videos today about the situation in the Amhara region. You can watch the 3 videos, and I try to ensure that the coverage is neutral, balanced, and responsible. I said, first of all, that Fano fighters have not entered Daisy or Wuldia. I said maybe they managed to secure limited entry in Wuldia. But basically, they are in the outskirts of Wuldia and Daisy. Several sources in videos today claim that 1/3 of Wuldia is under Fano control. But Abebaw Amhara Fano National Force spokesperson a few minutes ago confirmed my report. He said, we are not in Daisy, we're not in Wuldia. Yes, we can enter, but so far we haven't entered the two cities. So those who were claiming that 1/3 of 1/3 of Wuldia is under Fano control, where are they now? you should not be deceived by people. I mean, yes, you if you support Fano or if you oppose Fano, you want your side to win, but you should not allow yourself to be deceived by those YouTubers, social media personalities who make up stories. Don't take, don't let yourself be taken for granted by these YouTubers and other social media personalities. Ababe Fentau clarified one thing. It was being said that there is fighting only in one part of the Amhara region. Why is that there is no fighting in Gujjam? Ibizminakase is not on board. Why is there is no fighting in Shoa, no fighting in Gondar? It means Fano is not united. He made it clear that it's part of the plan that fighting is only in Wolo. He said, we have been working on this plan for months, and gradually you will see other Fano groups join too. By the way, yesterday a friend said, Sajid, a lot is happening in Gujjam. There is a Wollo type of fighting in Gujjam. We're not covering it, but I think Ababe Fentao clarified today that basically now the center of Fano's offensive is Wollo. Other Fano chapters will join when, don't know, but they will join. It's part of the plan. There are no internal divisions. Secondly, thirdly, several sources have been claiming all day today that drone strikes are being conducted, air strikes are being conducted, that everywhere drones are flying, that despite these strikes, Fano fighters are on the offensive, they are advancing, they are marching. I said we have just one confirmed location where a strike has been conducted. Even that strike was not the type of strikes carried out by TV2 drones. It's a small scale drone strike, and that happened in Sanka. So all those people who have been claiming that today several strikes were conducted, airstrike drone strikes near Dassi, near Voldia, they basically made up stories just to get views, just to show that Fano is very strong despite the major Air Force campaign, Fano groups are advancing. All that was a lie, part of propaganda or just to get views. One don't strike, one location confirmed so far. Maybe there were more than one strikes there. One location confirmed so far, and that is Sanka Health Center. It was being used by Fano fighters. Fano supporters say, Sajid, doctors have been killed there, patients have been killed there. No, it was being used by Fano fighters. Strike was very precise. Maybe some staff members were killed too, but strike targeted Fano fighters. Why? Obviously, government wants to stop Fano's movement towards Voldia. Sanka is on the road from Debre Tabor to Voldia. So this strike is not surprising. So this is what happened, that all day today, pro-Fano sources made false claims. They exaggerated about Fano's gains and advances. But yes, today Fano's advance slowed down a little. Can we say that drones stopped Fano's advance? Well, I think that a formal war has begun between Fano and government forces. It won't end in a few days or even a few weeks. Fano fighters have made immense gains in the last 2 to 3 days. They have shown their capabilities. They have shown what they're capable of. Don't expect them just to take over Vuldia tomorrow, Daci day after tomorrow, and Addis Ababa next week. It won't happen. It won't happen. But isn't it a huge advance by Fano that they have entered so many town cities in the last 48 hours? Wherever they are going, they are sharing evidence, videos, pictures, and they're definitely trying to surround Daci and Voldia. Fano was just a guerrilla group of a few hundred Fano fighters. But now Fano is in a position to make main cities in Volo ungovernable. In itself, it's an achievement. Fano supporters in 2023 were impatient. They wanted Fano to reach Addis Ababa in a week. It did not happen. Fano now has come up with a new strategy. They have learned from their mistakes. They have learned from TDF's mistakes too. Keeping in view the situation, I think their advance is very rapid. But don't expect them to take over. By the way, when Tigray fighters took control of Voldia and Daci, how many days did they take? I think they took weeks. I remember. Though Tigray fighters were in foreign terrain, they were in Amhara, population was opposed to them. Still, it's not easy to enter main town cities. So people need to go slow who want things to happen within a few days or weeks. Overall, we can say Fano is holding its ground so far. Its announcement of starting conventional war is not just an empty claim. It has started conventional war and it is trying to hold on to its territorial gains. And secondly, Abebaw Tadesse has indirectly confirmed the losses being suffered by the Ethiopian National Defense Force. Abebaw Tadesse, in interviews on Fana TV last night, indirectly confirmed. He said Fano will pay the price. He used the term extremists. He said extremists will pay the price for whatever damage they are doing. It means that Fano are doing the damage. The damage has been confirmed, and Abebaw Tadesse held third meeting today. I said, if you remember, over a week ago, that Abebaw Tadesse will hold four meetings. I said he'll hold a meeting in Kambolcha, in Debre Birhan, in Bahirdar, in Gondar. A day after my report, he held a meeting in Kambolcha. Then today, he held a meeting in Bahirdar. Maybe the next few days he'll have a meeting in Gondar too. All these meetings were originally about the withdrawal of the Ethiopian National Defense Force. I mean, it's very ironic now to see Dr. Tadesse talk about withdrawal of ENDF while ENDF is being taken prisoner by Fano fighters. I said in last night's live chat, Ethiopian military is detached from the situation on the ground. ENDF did not have a clue about Fano's start of conventional war. It's a failure on the part of Ethiopian National Defense Force. It's a failure on the part of Ethiopian intelligence agency, cybersecurity agency. They've been just recording calls between Fano commanders. They don't have a hint about what Fano's real plan was. No one had a hint that Fano was going to start its war from Wall. And no one has even a clue of what their next goal is. what their next plan is. That is why I think the withdrawal thing now is going to reverse. It happened, small scale withdrawal happened, but Fano's smart move is now going to force ENDF to reconsider its decision of withdrawal from the Amhara region. My talk finished. Now you can ask questions and you can write comments. Wakjira says, do you think conventional war gives the advantage? Uh, well, Fano fighters have local support. I think that's a big advantage. You saw what happened in Mecca and Islam today. I shared a video from there. When Fano fighters entered there, people celebrated. They welcomed them. They were seen hugging them. So it means people want them, people love them, people because Fano are from the people. They are from the families, and perhaps they are more acceptable than ENDF in the eyes of the people in the Amhara region. When you have immense public support and you have strategy, you have your backers, you can fight a conventional war. But conventional wars don't end in a few days or a few weeks. Such wars go on. Zakaria says, "Are you from Bangladesh?" No, I'm from Pakistan. What is the field marshal doing these days? DSG says. Well, if you remember, last year the field marshal said, Jula, that ENDF was not concerned about Fano and Ola. Both of them were not a national threat. They were not of any significance. This is what he said last year, if you remember. He said ENDF is thinking about bigger rivals and threats. So he ruled out the possibility of Fano and Ola of being a real threat to the military. And now this insignificant Fano threat, just Vollo Fano, is teaching ENDF a lesson. Blue says fighting reported in Verebabu and Bati Volo. Hopefully, I'll do a video tomorrow or I'll do a live chat tomorrow. I have received some information about a new plan by the Ethiopian military uh, about some areas in Amhara. I'm working on it. Hopefully, we'll get more information tomorrow. Then I'll talk about fighting in Bati or Oromia Special Zone or North Shore Zone. Wisdom seeker. What is the plan B by Abi? Let's say if Fano advances to South Wollo and Shoa. Well, Abi now will have to make a plan. They have been caught by surprise. ENDF has been caught by surprise, I would say. Fano's plans, discreet, they are clear about their objectives. Uh, if ENDF mobilizes all its assets towards Volo, they launch a war from Vojum side. So if ENDF makes more deployments towards Volkayet, they'll march from Gondar. ENDF now will have to be smart. Maybe Fano want ENDF to be concentrated in Volo now. ENDF will have to be deployed here. Reinforcement are needed here. And if more ENDF reinforcements enter Volo, it means that either from border, from afar, ENDF will have to be relocated to Amhara, from Oromia, where Ola is fighting, or from other regions of Amhara. They'll have to move ENDF towards Volo. It's a very interesting situation now. ENDF has been caught by surprise. Now, what will ENDF do? It cannot mobilize every unit towards Volo, but its force is suffering losses here. It will have to send reinforcements here. We're asking question about number of ENDF, number of Fano fighters. Fano fighters are fighting only in the Amhara region. They're not protecting Ethiopia, Somalia border, Ethiopia, Sudan border, Ethiopia, South Sudan border. They're not fighting Ola. So ENDF is way bigger than Fano, but problem is that ENDF is overstretched. It's fighting on so many fronts. Aman Voshage says, would Abi and his generals learn something from Fano advancement? Yeah, they'll have to learn. They'll have to know how to make plans, how to keep plans discreet, how to have intelligence about your enemy's movements. They need to learn a lot, I think. If they will, let's see. Theodora says, is this advance made by Fano serious? It's start of conventional war. I said in last night's live chat that it's a warlike situation. It's like declaration of war. And today's announcement by Abebaw indicates that Fano are going for all-out war. But step by step, they're going for all-out war. Is this TPLF Shabia war? Vanipsa says. Well, I am clear about it. It's not Fano on its own, no. All the players are on board. TPLF, Fano, Meratia. They are on board. When will they be practically involved? Let's see. A question from Profile I'm trying to read. He says, I think now that Ethiopia will have nuclear energy, Abiy might allow Egypt to participate in the control of goods filling. It might be why Trump and Putin want Ethiopia to have it. Well, let's see. Abiy so far is not giving in. He's not agreeing to sign legally binding agreement with Egypt. And by the way, nuclear power station can be built by Ethiopia. It's not against international law. So it's not that Abiy needs permission from the Americans. Ethiopia has every right to build a nuclear power plant. But to enrich uranium to build atomic bomb cannot be done. So many countries in the world have nuclear power plants. So nothing wrong with that. Million says, we will evaluate this report after a week. Yeah, but keeping in view the statements of Fano commanders and situation on the ground, I think it's going to intensify. That's my prediction. It is going to intensify. You'll see that because they are working according to a plan. They just started. You'll see it intensify. MTTOS, can Fano actually enter DASI and control it? They can enter DASI, they can enter Wool. The question is, what is their target? What will they do in Wuldia, in Dasi? How long will they stay in control of the two cities? This is the question. They showed pictures from Moja, they showed pictures from Sanka, showed pictures from Istaish. We'll see in coming days now, will ENDF share pictures from these places to show that it's back in control there? Will Fano maintain their control? So let's wait. Let's not go too fast. Million says Abiy has to start war against Isaias. Well, before Abiy, Isaias has started the war through Fano. And if you watched my last night's live chat, I said Wollo has been chosen because now, did you see reports that from the Afar region, ENDF is entering Wollo to protect Wuldia Dasi? Did you hear about it? I mentioned that in a video. Some other sources are mentioning too. So the forces, ENDF units, which were deployed to Afar to wage war on Eritrea, are being relocated to Wollo to fight Fano fighters. Isn't it a smart move by Sasavuki that through Fano, he's forcing ENDF to withdraw from Afar and defend Ethiopian territory? So before Abiy could have started war against Eritrea, Isas has played a card. Zachariah says, are there evidences for financial support for Fano by Eritrea? Well, it's more than that. It's not just financial support. I think that strategists of Tigray, Eritrea, Fano, all are on board. Each and every detail is being finalized by these players in consultation. It's not a flash in the pan which is happening in Wollo. But to be honest, Fano, TPLF, Eritrea surprised ENDF. They surprised everyone. This is the smartness of these groups, that they started something which no one was expecting. That is why ENDF is suffering, because it did not know what was being planned. Now, can ENDF fight back and teach Fano a lesson in Wollo? Uh, uh, that, that will have to wait to see. Yotam is asking the same question, saying that do you think Eritrea and TDF is Fano in this war? I have no doubt about it. Yes, yes, says that you told us that strategy is important too, not just weapons. Yeah, I did a live chat on that. I said that strategy matters a lot, especially if your strategy is discreet. Uh, and I think that Eritrea, TPL, Fano side, they have been very discreet about their plans. ENDF had no clue what was going to happen in Volo. Beetham says what happened to the general that led 12th Division. I don't know. Beetham problem is that anyone can write a post about a general, about a militia commander. We cannot verify each and every claim. We should only talk about those things which can be verified. If Fano groups are sharing pictures, videos from town, cities, yes, that is important. ENDF should do the same too. If they are in Sanka or in Mojja or in Serinka or in Varail or in Meccan Islam, ENDF should provide evidence. We should talk about the things which we can verify. Otherwise, social media is full of rumors and claims about Fanos, gains, losses suffered by ENDF, but all that is exaggeration. With 42 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat now. This new situation in Wolo is keeping me very busy now. I mean, I work uh, from morning till I sleep, no rest. Uh, I did 3 videos today and this last live chat. But I would request you that please don't share unverified information. Try to understand the situation and try to understand it neutrally because sharing unverified information does not serve any purpose. Don't be part of spreading propaganda. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.